All right, guys. So, wow, we've had a incredible 3 days here, and I know it's just been amazing hearing all these various different perspectives. And if you think back to when we started, we started by talking about making this and uh, not just the new normal, but a more frequent extraordinary with Frank McKinney. And as we followed this whole path over these few days, we've really, like, what I've come to just sort of feel like this summit embodies is this idea that it's up to you. It's up to you to go out to pursue your passions, to be willing to have the tough conversations, to go outside of the box of your own beliefs and try to understand other people, to build like this life of purpose and passion and hope. And like through all this, there's been so many great threads, so many different opportunities. And if you didn't get to catch them all, I would just want to let you guys know that we are going to be re-releasing all these recordings to the public, so you'll be able to do that or go back. Or like I know Matt's thing today was a little short, and that's actually normally like an hour long process for him that he tried to cut into 30 minutes. So there'll be there's you can take that and reuse the tapping that we did, reuse the meditation we did, all these activities, re-listen to the speakers, go back and get really clear on the different pieces that fit your specific mission, your specific purpose, that thing that you're meant to do. And I think the biggest thing out of all this is to identify those things that are really calling to you and be willing to get out there and put in an effort to make an impact. And at the end of the day, that is the hope. That is the hope of what we are trying to each create in this world. And that's the hope that I have for all of you to go out and make these incredible journeys, these incredible forays and explorations into the future. And all of, like, there is no more important time than now. There's never been a better time than now for you to do that. We've got 6 months where we've been in this place of self discovery, this time out, like was talked about a few times. And it's just absolutely incredible what where we are and the opportunities in front of us. And guys, over the next 7 years, like, the world as we know it is going to completely shift and change. I mean, over the next year it is. And I think honestly, we're going to look back on this time and be like, oh man, you remember that time we were all in quarantine and and we had so much fun. We could only talk through the internet, and we had so much crazy fun but it's just I think when we look back, when we look on today and all the lessons that we learned through this time, they're going to be the most profound lessons that a lot of us have learned our entire lives. And so I want to encourage you to take that perspective, to look, with hope on everything that is going on now, and look towards the future and be willing to move into that better future. And as a part of this, Dave actually couldn't make it, but I want to give him a quick thank you. I mean, he was such a great teammate for this. He got to come on and also, you know, make it a little fun for everybody with the music, and he's always just a very fun soul that I really want to appreciate him for all the part he did. Jesse also was, like, very heavily involved. You guys saw his interview with the ALS Car Go project that he's working on with his dad. Those two guys on the copy side, on the content side, really poured their heart and soul into, like, what you guys saw a lot of in this event. And was also one of my company's designers, Jay-Z, who did a ton of work for all of this. And Scott, you see here, amazing guy, had an amazing talk. And he really was there. He was there for the spark of inspiration. And He's a guy who always believed in this mission and everything that we are really trying to create here. So I want to give a big shout out to you, Scott. And then finally, last but absolutely not least, our friend Laura, which most of you, probably have never seen here. And we're going to get her to jump in on the screen here. And Laura has been behind the scenes this entire summit, hitting the right transition buttons, making sure that we're all taken care of, that this amazing event went off without, every single speaker who got on, every single transition that happened, every single video that went up. Like, she has been absolutely instrumental in making not only what you guys see here today, but in helping us operate and run this thing from the very beginning. And even helping me get my crazy ideas for this thing down on paper so that everyone else could understand what the hell I was talking about. But anyway, I just want to give you both an opportunity to speak and tell everybody what you found most powerful and impactful about this event.
Scott, how about I let you wrap this up at the end? Because I'm sure your words are going to be more impactful than mine. All right, cool. Can everybody hear me okay?
Yeah.
All right, wonderful. So I'm going to be reading from my phone here because by no means am I a public speaker yet. As I'm taking this time to reflect on this amazing weekend, I want to thank each of you shining stars, for tuning in and allowing your vessels to amplify the unique energetic signature of the Global Hope Summit. I want to take a moment to appreciate the GHS speakers for sharing their deeply moving stories, providing a clear window into their life's work, and ultimately showing all of us that anyone can make a difference. I want to thank the team for uniting around this cause and contributing to the stunning and powerful platform, like lovingly wrapping a gift and tying it up in a pretty little bow. Most of all, I want to express gratitude for Tim, who's not only become a close friend of mine in the past few months, but more importantly, who's acted as a powerful channel of humanity's highest good. I really believe that. He worked tirelessly to share this inspiration with the world. What feels like a long time ago, Tim asked me to pull a few cards for him. We didn't know exactly what to make of the Three of Cups, the star in the world. I couldn't shake the feeling that we'd stumbled upon something that we intuitively knew was a potential reality of people coming together in a hope that could raise the collective frequency of the planet. Little did we know that it was a cryptic foreshadowing of this summit, which was actualized just a few short and chaotic months later. Fitting imagery and an equally fitting development and birth of this project, an effort to glean meaning and direction in what feels like a world spiraling out of control, and an effort to unite just a few of our luminaries who are working to shine a light during these dark and trying times. I'm honored and humbled to have been invited to contribute my own gifts to this project and to have worked alongside these brilliant minds and to have witnessed the explosion of hope from spark to supernova. Thank you.
Powerful, powerful. Thank you, Laura. It's it's am I on? Okay, cool.
Yeah, you're on.
All right, cool. Yeah, Laura, this thing has, I don't know, I know it's been a lot of effort for you and Tim, but for those of us that got to speak, that got to kind of, watch it, it was effortlessly. It was just smooth. And so kudos to both of you for making this weekend just an amazing weekend. And I was thinking today, as we're wrapping up, and the last speaker, someone said, "What was your favorite talk or moment of the weekend?" You can't do that. I mean, everybody brought so much to the table. I mean, it was a 72-hour mastermind. 3 days of some brilliant people sharing their hearts and sharing their ideas and encouraging us as we move forward beyond today through the pandemic and through all the other stuff that we're all experiencing, and trying to wrap our minds around, Tim, I just go back to the call you and Dave and I had, I don't know, 4 or 5 months ago. And just so we kept talking, and all of a sudden, Hope came out. Then the word global came out, and we're like, "Yeah, let's do something global, man. Let's do something." And we've done it. That's crazy. That's crazy. And I just want to say to anybody that's listening or has it this weekend, what has happened this week has been extraordinary. But you can also do that.
Yeah.
That's the deal.
Yep.
Anybody. I struggle sometimes receiving compliments for the work I do in Haiti and other things. I'm like, anybody can do it. I started feeding a couple kids, and it's grown from there. I never saw that. I never envisioned that. I'm just like, what could I do today? So that's what I did. And for these speakers, all of them, again, have been so amazing and so diverse. And I've learned so much. And I'm so grateful that us spitballing several months ago turned into this amazing weekend. And so, I mean, everybody can do something, man. I mean, everybody can do something. And so, again, I'm really speechless. I'm a little sad that this is wrapped up. I think our plan is, let's do it. We're going to do it again and then again and again. It will grow and it will grow and it will grow.
2021.
Yeah, man. And the impact will continue to expand, and so we could go like, so this was the spark. This weekend was the spark that started this global hope movement. How exciting is that?
Yeah, the word that I'm really just like really came up for me as you were saying that, Scott, is Genesis. Like this for hopefully for the attendees, certainly for me and for other people involved in this project, has been a Genesis point. And I for certain, I don't mean to, I'll let you keep talking, Scott, but I just want to it feels like I've been talking all weekend, so, but anyway, it's, it just feels like a Genesis point for so much. And I hope that ripples out for everybody.
Yeah, man. I would like to think like if the internet had, on this date markers or these little plaques or whatever that was on this weekend in 2020 in the midst of a worldwide crisis that none of us had ever experienced. Hope began. And then it just rippled. As Yannick says, and rippled and rippled and rippled and rippled. So exciting, man. So exciting. So thrilled to have been a part of this. And I'm overwhelmed with gratitude. I'm overwhelmed with hope. It's going to take a while to process. I'll be honest with you. It's going to take a while to just kind of, breathe deeply and go like, okay, so you heard A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So what now? Well, you know what? I'll do what I can do.
Yeah.
And a couple days later, I'll do something else. Hopefully. So, yeah, the Genesis, man. That's the right word. It's a spark. It's the spark. As Laura said, it's the spark. So,
yeah.
Thank you guys for letting me be a part of it. Man, I love you guys.
Awesome.
Thank you, Scott. Thank you.
Tim, send us off, brother.
All right, guys. Absolutely been incredible spending this weekend with you. And I have so much love for all of you who showed up here and who are willing to create the space this weekend to feel it into the future and like what we're all going to create out of this. And like I said before, we're gonna deliver this all as recordings so that you and you can rewatch what you need to rewatch. We can continue to spread this message of hope around the globe. And Yeah, really just, but honestly, at the end of the day, like Scott said, it's like, what can you go out there and do? How can you create, a little more light every day?
Right.
And how can that just, how can you be a catalyst, even for a smile, even for a little piece? And I guess we're all doing the finger to the thing now, but um
ET phone home.
But just to wrap this all up, guys, I just want to let you know how much I deeply appreciate the team, the attendees, the speakers, everyone who played a role in making this possible. And like, I've gotten a lot of kudos, and I deeply appreciate all the kudos, but none of this would have happened without all of you. So, and that's the way the world works. Everything is interconnected,
Right.
and when you can stand up and do something, like, you draw other people to you, you draw other people with you into the future. So I want you to be that beacon of hope as we leave here. And I'm going to leave it at that. Just be a beacon of hope. Much love.
Much love.